Hello, my name is Sam. I've cleaned 3,821 grocery bags full of litter, just like this one, in my life. And speaking of which, first piece. This is a tiny Bud Light. Just found it in those bushes. So I've been cleaning trash ever since August, or really possibly even July of 2020. The challenge for today is how fast can I fill this bag just walking around a neighborhood. This is a very normal neighborhood you see around me near where I live in South Florida, and wanted to talk a little bit about why I clean up litter. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fill this bag before I'm even done talking. I want to talk a little bit about why I clean up litter. Really, at the end of the day, because it makes you feel good and life is short. Back in 2020, I was working a job at a very well-known insurance company, and I did not particularly like it. It was right when I graduated college, and there's another one of these little wines. You see these at gas stations all over the place, but it was a very stressful job. It was a commission-only sales job, which I was probably kind of stupid to take with zero experience in the first place, but I kind of just do things. So I just did things, and I was going to have to go pay significant rent in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, and do it on commission only, having no idea of what, kind of my skills were. And something I would do before I ended up coming to a decision on that was, when I was really stressed about it, I'd go clean up litter. I'd go think about the situation, and something about making the earth cleaner, just picking up garbage off the ground. It's very cathartic. You're moving the legs. You have an opportunity to think. And I've used it as kind of a key outlet, not only creatively, because I've been doing this and posting it on Instagram for 4 years already, but also a nice outlet to think, get the juices flowing in the brain, and just kind of get everything together when I have a tough decision to make or something of that nature. Just kind of get everything together. So right now, I already actually cleaned up litter earlier today, so this bag is uncounted. This is for my YouTube subscribers only. Hit the subscribe button if you do like this content. But something came to my attention this week through a personal experience, and it is that life is very, very short. A good friend of ours recently lost his life in a very unexpected manner. Obviously, it's been a lot to think about. I'm in my 20s. Not something that I'd ever wish upon anybody to, have a situation like this come up. And, God bless his family. It's got me thinking a lot, how can I live the most full life? How can I be great and really make the most of my time here? What does that actually look like every day? And in a sense, for the last 4.5 years, that is exactly what I've been doing by going out and cleaning trash. Everyone wants to make an impact in the world. I don't care who you are, and I don't care what that impact is. You could want to play, a sport at the highest level. You could want to be just the best accountant ever. I mean, I don't know that's certainly not the impact I want to make, but geez, I'm sure there's people out there where that drives them. There's people who want to own, a nice restaurant in the city or town they live in, where people can come together and catch up over a nice burger and a drink. My point is, there's a million different ways that you actually can go make an impact, and so life's too short not to do it. The way I've liked making an impact is being in nature and cleaning up litter, and hopefully down the road creating beautiful parks and beautiful community areas full of greenery. It's a modern tragedy that so many people spend so much time inside. In fact, I'm probably psyoping you into doing that, because if you're watching this on YouTube, I bet you're not sitting on a park bench. That's the one excuse to not watch this thing through, is if you just go up and get outside, and then you can watch the rest of the video later. But people spend so much time inside. People seem to have a lot of not disrespect for the outdoors, but it's something that doesn't get talked about a lot, or enough, I think. How beautiful nature is, how beautiful this world around us is. And one of the easiest things you can do to preserve it is just getting out there and literally picking litter off the ground. These plastics, they seep into our environments. The preservatives in foods and the styrofoam. Styrofoam is another kind of plastic, by the way. All of it just ends up in our ecosystems, in our food chains. It poisons our plants. It poisons us down the road. And litter, this is a woo-wah wee-woo perspective, but litter also lowers the energy of a community. What do I mean by that? When you're going down the street and the street has been incredibly clean and the energy's high, when you see litter on the ground, it sends a very clear message that the people who live here don't care about the area at all. They're willing to just toss garbage on the ground, and that's a bad thing. That sends a message that this is a place that, you know, we can just destroy it and it doesn't care. It comes back to the same thing as taking care of your room, cleaning your home. If you don't clean your community, is it a community that you or anyone wants to be in at all? Is it a community where small businesses can thrive? Is it a community where kids can just go and play sports and grow up? Oftentimes, the answer is no. I think litter is a symptom of, I wouldn't say moral degeneration in society, but litter is a symptom of negative energy, negative activity creeping its way into society. So, especially in light of recent events, I wanted to get outside and clean a bag of trash. But given that life is short, we all intrinsically know the impact that we are built to make. You can assess yourself, assess your skills, assess your interests, and you can figure out, how can I do the most with this in my time here? Many people, they work a 9-to-5 job, and I guess a lot of people don't have an outlet to that. It's just something that they show up and they do. Maybe they don't particularly like it, but I'm too far along the path by now to do anything else. And that's not necessarily positive. There's so much potential. Straw wrapper. It means there's so much potential energy left out there. It means there's so much left yet to be done because people aren't following their 100%, truest interests in the world around them. Ooh. Hershey's wrapper, very interesting. But wouldn't the world be a better place if everyone really went for it? And I'm not saying something corny like follow your passions, but life is short. Wouldn't the world be a better place if everyone put the pedal to the metal and tried to make as much positive impact as possible in all their days? Look at all the great men and women of history who have woken up and decided, I'm just going to do the most positive thing I can possibly do every single moment, and the enormous impact that can create. I don't care which individual maybe speaks to you in this way, but there's so many people, presidents, inventors, what's his face, who invented electricity? Not invented. Bad example, because I don't even remember. It's Einstein probably. But think of the impact that man has in the world today just through his relentless tinkering and experimenting on electricity. And maybe I'm misattributing this. Maybe some people say it's Nikola Tesla, don't they? But whatever. Imagine what the world would be like if not for those great inventors. And yeah, someone else might have done it down the road, but then the world is an entirely different place. So whatever your thing is, life is short. It is limited. It can't be taken at any given moment. As sad as that is, it's very true. Make sure you make the most of it. And whether your thing is cleaning a bag of trash, which we have mostly full here, or doing something completely different, just get out there and make it happen. The world needs your impact. So that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna finish cleaning up this litter. This is a pretty clean neighborhood after all, but that first part, look at how much you can clean. This is probably a couple pounds of litter that I was able to clean in just this 10-minute video, not even necessarily looking for it full time. So if there's something you love doing, go do it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the page. Every day I clean a bag of trash like I have been for over 4.5 years. My Instagram is at The Regrowth Project. And what we do is we get out there and make the earth a better place, and I'm so excited for the future where I can do that at hopefully a larger scale than ever. Subscribe if you like it.